Hi, my name is Ian. I'll be your tour guide for today and we'll be going to Paris, France. So let's go.
Our first stop will be Eiffel Tower. Eiffel Tower is a wrought iron tower that stands 1,063 feet with 324 meters tall. It was designed for the Exposition Universelle, a world fair held in Paris in 1889. It was named under the engineer Gustave Eiffel, and the structure are built by approximately 250 builders to build this monument. Next will be the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is the world's largest museum and houses of one of the impressive art collections in the history. It contains 380,000 objects and displays with 35,000 works of art in 8 curatorial departments with more than 60,600 square meters. And we can see here in the Louvre Museum the sculptures, objets d'art, paintings, drawings, and archaeological finds. And aside from this, the Louvre's collections is one of the richest in the world with artworks and artifacts. Like for example, the famous painting of Leonardo da Vinci, which is the Mona Lisa. Our third destination will be Musée d'Orsay, which is initially a train station which became a depot and it became a museum which is up until now are becoming a tourist destination. And this museum has been built on the ashes of the original Palais d'Orsay, and this museum is actually home to an impressive collections of paintings, photographs, sculptures, and decorative arts. It's like same with the Louvre Museum as well. And our fourth destination will be the Centre Pompidou. It is a 20th century architectural marvel, immediately recognizable by its exterior, escalators, and enormous colored tubing. Central Pompidou is a Paris or one of the Paris landmarks, which has an extraordinary piece of architecture inaugurated in 1977. The exhibitions are organized every year on top floor where visitors can play or can enjoy a breathtaking view of Paris and its room. And you can also see here if you need to spend a pleasant half day or indeed a day and the museum is available, you can eat at La George, learn more at the Public Information Library, and take a break browsing the shelves of the museum gift shop. Our fifth destination will be Palace of Versailles. Versailles has been listed in the World Heritage Site for 40 years and is one of the greatest achievements of France. The palace contains 2,300 rooms spread over 63,154 meters, and it is devoted to housing new collections of paintings and sculpture representing great figures and important events that had marked the history of France. Palace of Versailles is actually once a royal residence, and a new role was assigned to it in the 19th century when it became the Museum of the History of France in 1837 by King Louis Philippe. And aside from this one, Versailles has been bombed by by some terrorists uh, in 1978, which causes millions of francs in damages. Next will be the Louvre Museum. The Louvre Museum is the world's largest museum.
Umabot ba?
Rin-
Salita mo.
Rin-
Narinig.
The speaker. Next will be our sixth destination would be the Sacré-Cœur, which contains one of the world's largest mosaics, which depicts Jesus Christ with outstretched arm. It is a Roman Catholic church and a minor basilica which is dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus in Paris, France. And you can also see here the Savoyard, the majestic bell, which was cast in the city of Annecy in 1895. That bell is one of the world's heaviest bells, weighing over 19 tons. Also, you can see here grand pipe organ of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, which is the last great instrument built by the illustrious Aristide Cavalier Call. Our seventh destination will be the Notre Dame Cathedral. The Notre Dame Cathedral was built on top of the ruins of two other churches, and it is the most famous Gothic cathedrals of the Middle Ages, and is distinguished for its size, antiquity, architectural interest. Notre Dame is one of the oldest Gothic cathedral in the world, which is dedicated to the Blessed Virgin Mary. This cathedral also is also famous to graves and memorials at this in Catholicism, and a lot of visitors pass through the Grand Gate of Notre Dame every year. Our eighth destination, our third to the last destination, will be the Arc de Triomphe. This symbolizes the national identity and took 30 years to build it. It is standing in the center of the place Charles de Gaulle. It has been inaugurated in 1836 for the 6th anniversary of the Three Glories. The design was inspired by the Roman Arc of Titus. This structure was built in honor to those who fought and died for France during the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars. Something special about this is that the names of the French victories and generals are inscribed on its inner and outer surface. Our ninth destination will be Quai Branly Museum, which incorporates one of the greatest green walls in the world. And this museum is actually near to the Eiffel Tower, and you can see here collections of indigenous art and other cultural artifacts from Asia, Africa, the Americas, and the Oceania. Last but not the least, the final destination, which is the Grand Palais Gallery, which showcase to modern innovation such as the automobile, aviation, and household appliances during the World War I. Grand Palais was considered as a military hospital during the World War II, and it housed by two Nazi propaganda exhibition as Paris was being liberated at the end of the World War II. Also, Parisians resistance set up their headquarters in the building, which composed of three major areas, which are Galeries Nationales, the Palais de la Découverte, and the Nave. The Nave is an iron and steel structure with stone walls, and it is crowned by elegant glass vault. So, since we have already reached our final destination, you can freely roam around the area.